day when somebody's doing something to us that we can't appreciate anymore. It's not the politicians, it's the doctors. It can be somebody in your own household. But in a lot of cases, though, we are our own worst enemy. We got to stop doing some things differently. That's why we have these meetings here, these seminars, because we want you to be empowered. You know, our aim here at Energy for Life, you know, we've been here about 10 years. This is the first time that we tried to enter into like what we're doing here now. So you are the first ones, pioneers, coming into these events. You know, we're really very fruitful to you. But you'll find out. Because what you can do is actually add years to your life by just paying attention and getting information. What we plan to do here is train and empower many health consultants. We want you all to be health consultants. You know, for yourself first, you know, your own first patient. Because the book says, physician, heal thyself. So you got some work to do on yourself. We're going to give you a patient today, and that patient going to be you. You're going to start doing some things differently, especially when you hear Brother Ansar come up and give his spiel on what you see up here, all these nice things. He touched on some of them last week. We're going to go back over them again and let you know what's going on. But again, we want to train and empower all of you to be health consultants. You know, we want you all to be rich in spirit. We want your physical part to be rich and your emotional. All those things make for a better being and a better Detroit. All you live in Detroit? Most of you? Okay. Detroit's coming back alive. We're going to make it like that. We're going to stop all the craziness, all the crazy eating, all the drinking, smoking, all that. We're going to do things differently. A lot of you believe in your doctors. Who's been to the doctor lately? Show me your hands. Anybody? Okay, next time you go to him or her, I want you to ask them one question. I want you to ask them how many hours of training did he have or she have in nutrition. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how many extra hours they do. 5 hours per doctor, all the training that they do. What they do is depend on the pharmaceuticals, like we talked about last week. You know, and pharmaceuticals are owned by what? The Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, all those Carnegies and all that, they own that. So the doctors go by what they say. And doctors are killing us. Most doctors don't survive past the age of 51. Well, if they make it that far, they're taking their own poison. They're giving it to us. We can heal ourselves through nutrition, proper diet, food, stop all the craziness. Stop trying to eat like them other people. That don't work for us. We said last week, we're people of the sun. Our food comes from the earth, natural. Not all that other stuff without the seeds in it and all that kind of stuff. We don't need that. Anything seedless, you shouldn't be putting in your body, period. Seedless watermelons. Who ever heard of that? That's crazy. Do not eat it. Seedless grapes. Don't eat it. Oranges, don't eat that. You want something with seeds in it. So what if you have to spit them out? It's okay. We've been doing all the time anyway. I'm going to sit down and make up a green drink. And we had the green drink last time. What it is, it's essentially a live food made with good water. We got some alkaline water over there. And fresh edible leaves. Organic is best. So we got some organic greens over there, some romaine, spinach, and mixed greens. All of them are organic. We mix some more of it up. This time should be a little bit more tasty. We'll have a better blender this time. And what it is, it's a plant blood. It's similar to hemoglobin, except the vegetable material has a speck of magnesium in the center. And hemoglobin has a speck of iron in it. So, one is green and the other is red. That's the only difference. When you do it, this is something it's a superfood. It's going to replenish your body. If you just drank that by itself and never ate food again, you still live to be past 100 years old. But we're not going to do that though. We got to have some Snickers, some McDonald's, some Hot and Ready's. We got to go there, see? That's why we're dying at such a rapid pace. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to finish my green drink off over here. I'm going to turn you on to this dynamic young man that came into the store and asked us to have these seminars. We said, no, well, why don't you have them? We're going to empower him. He never talked about money or being rich or nothing like that. We don't care about that. We're here to save some lives and to empower some people. We want you all to be health consultants. You're starting right now, today. So I introduce to you today, Brother Ansar. Give my hand, you come here.
Peace and blessings, family.
Peace.
The brother used the term, or what he used as, called Hotep. Hotep is ancient. It's the oldest saying that we can actually speak as a people that we know of that's written. That's our language. Hotep means peace, and when we say back, we say Shem Hotep or Yem Hotep. Depends what dialect you're speaking from. But it comes from ancient Africa. So I'm going to say it to y'all. Hotep. Shem Hotep. Everybody feel it. The brother spoke on something real important. He said what's happening with our community. And I want to address some things that I looked at because I'm here because I'm very concerned with our community. That's why I'm here. For no other reason, you know. And I wish more people would come here. So I'm trying to do more things. If I got to fry some chicken or something like that, that's what I do. Bring some pop, whatever, for people to come. Whatever I need to do. I told somebody today I rent a van for Tuesday. I spend my money, I rent a van and get people so they come listen. This is my word. I'm giving y'all my word. I will do that. Y'all know people want to come and somebody willing to drive the van because I'm not able, I don't have the time. So they want to come on Tuesday. Right? Now, he touched on something dealing with our community, right? About what's happening with our community in Detroit. And I was looking at something yesterday, statistics of violence or crime in our community. And I want to actually let y'all know the statistics in our community of crime. That's the reason why. Now, it says our murder rate in Detroit. We have 26.3 murders per month. I want you to think about that. 26.3 murders in a month in Detroit. How many people knew that?
I know it's a lot.
Nobody know that?
How many?
Listen to this. We have 51.5 rapes per month in Detroit. Not just happen one month. But we have it every month. That's the average. 51.5 rapes. So in Detroit it's filled with our people. So our brothers and sisters are getting raped more than every day. This happening amongst our people. Okay? We have 397 robberies per month. 397 robberies per month. We have 733 assaults per month. We have 24,234 thefts per month. Now we have 50.9 arsons a month. I brought that up. For one, let me ask y'all this. Do that concern anybody here?
Yes.
Yeah.
This happening in our city. But we right in Detroit. You know. That was deep to me. I didn't know that. So if y'all didn't know that, I want to bring it to you all so you all can know that. But me and a brother here, we had a talk last night on the phone, and we was talking about all the people that come to raise our people, all the people that came from Marcus Garvey to Wali Ali to Malcolm X to Elijah Muhammad, and we are still in this condition. But all these people that came. So we was talking on the phone and trying to figure out, like, wow, why are we still in this condition? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because we had people from the heart that came to us and tried to wake us up, tried to lift us up. But we turning away from that. And what me and the brother figured out, what's happening with us is our diet. This is what it is. Because the Bible says we can't put new wine in old wineskin, right? So therefore, how can I give you a supreme knowledge and you eating bad? You can't accept it. You see what I'm saying? Because what we eat have an effect on our thinking, on our brain, all right? Now, I want to let this be known too for people first time coming here. I just started back eating healthy. I used to eat healthy for 3 years straight. I practiced vegetarianism for 3 years straight. I deviated from that. And this is the results right here. We deviated. So I decided to get back on track. And now I'm back on track. I want my family, all you all my family here, I want you all to get back on track. That's why I'm here. And to stand in front of you all is not easy at all. It's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to do it because I love you. Believe that. All right. Now, what we discovered about the diet, right? We discovered about the diet is that the diet that we have is affecting our thinking, which is in turn producing this criminal behavior. This behavior that caused us to be against one another. So what I had to figure out was, and I want to ask y'all this, who gave us this diet? Where did this diet come from? Somebody had given us a diet. This is not our diet. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said last week, when they brought us over here on slave ships, they didn't bring our diet. They didn't bring our food with us. This is not our food. Almighty God made every species, right, with a diet. Every species you see have a diet. And if they don't go according to that diet, they have a premature death. We dying too fast. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes. We dying too fast because we don't have a diet. We're not on our diet. Someone else giving our diet. But when I talk about diet, I went farther because I wanted to understand basically what the word diet means and where did the word diet even come from. The word diet is a Greek, had a Greek origin. And it comes from a Greek word, this dieta, which actually means a way of life. That's what that word means, a way of life. So somebody gave us a way of life. Not just in what we put in our mouth, but what we do all together. So I'm gonna stand right here and tell you all that we all know the Europeans gave us our diet, this way of life. So I want to say right here, standing right now, I pray that everybody give back everything that we got from the European. We need to start over because everything they have given us has caused us to deviate from the path of Almighty God in every single manner. Now you find yourself, we have in this room, I know, Christians. We have in this room Muslims. Okay. Now I know a few of us have been trying to walk our path, been trying to live right. We've been on the journey. Say, look, I'm being Christian, I'm being Muslim. I want to try to live right. But what's stopping us from living right? What's stopping us? Why is it so much of a struggle for us just to get it right? Why do we keep falling short of the glory of God? This is because we have been given a diet, a way of life that's not to our aboriginal selves. Like the brother Marvin Sanders said up here, we are people of the sun. Okay? The sun gives us life. It helps us. All right. The sun kills the European. So their diet is different, or their way of life is different from our way of life. Now I'm going to ask this question to you all. Do you all know that this sun that we look at every day, do you all know this it kills, literally, the European? Did y'all know that? You know that? Only one person know that? You know that too? You know that? It kills them. Now, natural phenomena of the earth kill people on the earth, but it doesn't kill us. It's our friend. But it's the enemy to the European. But we accepted the European way of life, or his diet. Okay, and that diet is destroying us. Just like we heard the saying of drink your milk. I heard that saying? You know what I'm saying? Milk is not for us. That's not for our diet. We don't get vitamin D from milk. Milk ruins us. Okay? It gives us problems. It's not for us. No other people on earth is for. You can check it out for yourself. It's not for us at all. And I'm speaking to us in this manner because I'm concerned right now with only us. All right? Now I want to say this too while I'm talking. My daughter up here is getting what you call a foot detox. Now, has anyone here never heard of a foot detox? Never heard? You never heard? You never heard? You never heard of a foot detox? Okay. A foot detox is supremely important. The feet have the most pores in your body. So this is why a naturalist doctor will go through the feet to detox you. Okay? It pulls all the toxins, all the poisons out of your body. And these poisons need to be, y'all gonna see the poisons in the water. I'm gonna show y'all, you can do an example of a foot detox. And by her being 18, you know, she might not have much as poison as a person double her age or triple her age, okay? But it's a blessing that she getting a foot detox now because she can start fresh and clean what she decided to put in her body from this day. But each foot has 2,000 pores each. Is that right? 2,000 pores each foot. So this is the most pores that you have we can detox from. So I encourage everybody here to get a foot detox, to get the poisons out of your body. Because these poisons consistently build, and when they keep building, they actually destroy you. You start decaying, all right? Now, and also, the brother mentioned the green drink, and he introduced me to the green drink. And I desire to drink the drink every day because it keeps us here. And I'm pretty sure all of us want a long life because when death come knocking at the door, or we get sick, when we're about to die, or with a real bad sickness, we get afraid, or we start complaining, or we start saying, man, I wish I would have did something better. If you talk to somebody about to die, a lot of times they wish they would have lived their life another way. They wish they would have had another diet. So I'm going to say today, that word diet means a way of life. And diet is not the only thing that you put in your mouth. It's what we put in our minds. It's what we allow in our ears. It's what we see, what we allow ourselves to see. Because all these things has an effect. Because every cause has an effect. So we must search for our original diet. We must look back towards our home, Africa, and search for that and find out what's our original diet. Okay? Now, I want to touch on a few things. And I want to ask you all a few things too as I touch on these things. I'm going to go over, we went over in brief things written in red. We talked about this last week. In black, we're going to talk about today. We're going to try to anyway. All right, but in red, we got some, I'm going to say, garbage that's put in the food. Okay? And these are the ingredients that's in the food. And one of the ingredients up here is called red number 40. So anything that we eat or drink, fathers, candy, pop, whatever it may be, food, hot chips. You know, I know you like them hot chips. You know, all these things contain a dye called red 40. It doesn't have a natural red substance in here. But the thing about red 40, what I talked about and what I really want you all to know is that red 40 sets up in your body carcinogens. Are we familiar with carcinogens? I can't hear nobody.
Yes, sir.
No.
Carcinogens sets the stage for cancer. Okay? This red 40, this dye that's in so much stuff in our neighborhood, in our community, okay? It causes cancer. If we constantly eat things with red 40, drink things with red 40, these things is going to bring about cancer in your body. And what cancer is an out of whack cell. It's one of your cells, C-E-L-L, that went out of whack. And this dye that shouldn't be in your body causes them cells to go out of whack. All right. So I want to say today, I pray that you all can make a promise to yourself to leave red 40 alone. And look at the ingredients on what y'all eating if y'all pick anything red up, because too many of us is suffering the consequences of what we put in our body. All right? Same thing with yellow 6 and yellow 5. Now we have a lot of different dyes, but these dyes for sure, yellow chips, they put fake cheese on, Cheetos, and different things like that, drinks, there's yellow or orange. Yellow 6 and yellow 5 make the color yellow and orange. Candies, pops, potato chips, majority of the time. This yellow 6 and yellow 5 is in these things in our community. And believe me, it's causing cancer. And the FDA knows this information. Okay? But the FDA funds the medical drug business, the pharmaceutical business. All right, so it's okay. So they're going to continue to allow this to happen in our community. All right. Another thing, I'm going to go to aluminum real quick. We touched on aluminum briefly last week. And aluminum in the body is another thing that causes cancer. Now, what I was talking to people about is that we put aluminum in our body every single day. Right? People that wasn't here, do y'all know y'all put aluminum in your body every single day? Aluminum is in your deodorant. All right? And that aluminum that we're using causes cancer. It has what you call as an antiperspirant. I believe that's how you pronounce it. How you pronounce it, brother? Antiperspirant. Okay, the antiperspirant, what it does is when you put that deodorant on, it locks the toxins in your body, so toxins cannot purge out. And those toxins in turn poison your blood. They have nowhere to go. Okay. But what happened is this aluminum gets in the blood and begins to cause your cells to be out of whack. This is why it's a leading cause in breast cancer. Okay? I didn't tell nobody this last week because I didn't finish. But breast cancer, if y'all ever notice, is affecting our community. Okay, if y'all ever notice that when somebody has breast cancer, they have the knot. Where at? The knot is close to their armpit. Do y'all know that? Breast cancer, the knot, the lump, is going to be right by the armpit. But nobody not telling us anything. They're just feeding us drugs. You know what I'm saying? Not telling us nothing. But this information is known. It's readily known. But nobody not telling us. You know what I'm saying? They're just letting us die. So I'm here telling us, you know. And so what I'm saying to you all, there's places such as this place, there's GNC, there's places that sell deodorants, that's the deodorant I use, with no aluminum. It's actually, they have herbal deodorants, you know, here, you know, for us to use. So I encourage you all to use natural herbal deodorants. those deodorants they put with antiperspirants in it is intentional to kill you, intentionally to make us have a premature death. Because it's easy to make deodorants without that in it, and they work. All right, it's easy to do that. All right, and then I talked about vitamins, which we're going to talk about some minerals and vitamins in a minute. But I talked about vitamins. And one thing I wanted to really say is that vitamins, a lot of times the way we see them is they don't really work. You know, usually, the brother was saying last week about the food we're supposed to eat is electrifying, it's alive. Okay? And that's true. That's the real soul food. All the food you should be eating is food alive, that's electrifying. That is the real soul food. So, a lot of times, in all food with life that's alive have water in it. Okay? All life comes from water. Is that right? All life comes from water. So if you take a vitamin that's dry that has no water in it, you know what I'm saying? That's not really a real vitamin. Okay, vitamin is life. This word vitamin derived from the word vitality, which means life, and amen, which is the sun. So we get all of our vitamins from the sun. All of our vitamins. So I'm encouraging the people of the sun to start getting in the sun. All right? Now I know a lot of us is afraid to get like my complexion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us afraid of that. But actually, you have life getting in the sun. There's a study that was done that most people that live near the equator of the sun, in the east, like Africa, Japan, different people in that area, that live close to the equator of the sun, do not get cancer. All right? They found people in the north and the west get cancer the most, as farthest away from the equator of the sun. All right? They did a study on this. The sun, actually, with the right diet, actually can heal anything. You know what I'm saying? When you put the right food in your mouth and bathe it in the sun, it can heal anything. You know what I'm saying? But what we need to do, actually, the doctors will tell, well, natural doctors, our doctor will tell us, and our scientists will tell us that we should be getting 7 hours of sun a day. You should be getting that. You know, that sun, your sun is the real vitamins. And then you also can study what time you should be in the sun for certain things to provide you with certain vitamins. Okay, at certain days, certain times of the day, the sun gives you certain vitamins. That's how Almighty God works. That's a beautiful thing. So I wanted to actually brush up on that for the people that wasn't here, you know, to let y'all know, and I hopefully that y'all actually can really leave that stuff alone. Now I want to ask a question, because I was thinking about this when I talked to your brother the other day. Last week, the people that was here last week, how many people, in all honesty, people here last week, how many people ate better? Decided to eat better? Anybody?
I do that every day. So.
You do that every day?
Yeah.
I caught myself, I had a red drinking. I was drinking the red 40 came and I put it down because I thought about the red 40 in your presentation last week.
Okay, that's what's up. So, yes, sir.
Yeah, I was eating, I made sure not to eat too much. I didn't want to get full.
Yeah.
You know, because especially my stomach, and you just eat so much just to maintain a certain level. You don't eat to get stuffed and full, because that's bad for you.
That is very important. And I want to, let me touch on that just briefly, what he just said. Then I'm going to get into this right here. All right, he's saying not eating too much. You know, it's really important. And I know, I like to get full. I love to eat, you know, and I like to get full, you know. But we don't supposed to put just a lot of food in our body like that. Okay? It's very unhealthy. But it's just to put food on top of food, on top of food. Even though we are told we should eat 3 meals a day. Y'all heard of that? We should eat 3 meals a day?
Yes, sir.
And we say we need our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Okay. Why do we believe that? Why do we believe that? Because who? The government told us that's what we should do. So we say, okay, yeah, you eat 3 meals a day. Do y'all know there's no medical or scientific proof that we're supposed to eat or we should eat 3 meals a day? But you had doctors now telling, I heard Dr. Oz telling people to eat 5, 6 meals a day. This man is killing you all. And somebody told me the other day about something Dr. Oz was saying. I said, this man is plagiarizing the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But we don't know that he plagiarizing those teachings because we don't know nothing about the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. But we listen to him, oh yeah, he said this, he said that. But y'all don't know where it comes from. But he know you shouldn't eat that many times a day. But he say eat this many times so you can lose weight. Yes, you will lose weight because you're manipulating your metabolism. You will lose weight that way. All right? But you're going to be saggy and flabby. You're not going to tighten up like a young person and a child of God who you are. You don't eat like that. And I'm going to get it. That actually goes with, I got on here, circadian rhythms. All right? But before I get into circadian rhythms, when you also eat, make sure that you chew your food up. We're supposed to chew our food up, and they get these teachers also from there. We're supposed to chew our food up until it's liquid, until it becomes liquid. Even if it's a piece of chicken, which we shouldn't eat, even if it's a piece of chicken, we should chew it until it becomes liquid. Anybody does that?
Try.
You try? I try. When we wasn't taught that though. But when we begin to do that, it's not only better for our digestive system, but we will eat way less. You know what I'm saying? Because chewing is the beginning stage of digestion. All right? So when we just eat, swallow, it's not liquid, we're killing ourselves. All right? So circadian rhythms. I guess I'm not going to go in order. Who know, since it's a classroom, who know what a circadian rhythm is?
Say that again.
Circadian rhythm.
Oh,
Can you see it? Circadian rhythm. All right. This may be a fancy word, but it's a fancy word to me. This may be a fancy word to us, right? But it's actually not that fancy. All right. What happens is, every species, we all have circadian rhythms in our body. This is a clock, which means a circadian rhythm means at a certain time of the day, your body is supposed to be doing a certain thing. That's a circadian rhythm. Okay? I'm going to say that again so you can catch it. A circadian rhythm means that at a certain time of the day, whether if it's 8 o'clock in the morning, your body is supposed to be doing a certain thing. 12 o'clock, your body's supposed to be doing another thing. 3 o'clock, your body's supposed to be doing another thing. Circadian. It's a rhythm. Okay? But now, the reason why I said I'm talking about this is because about the amount of food we're supposed to put in our body. The circadian rhythm shows us what time, in a time frame, we should be eating. Because we think we eat any time of the day. But according to your biological clock, your circadian rhythm, that's far from the truth. Because your body produces a hormone called cortisol. Anybody familiar with cortisol? That your body produces, it secretes cortisol at certain times of the day. So if you eat certain times of the day while your body is secreting cortisol, you have a problem. You have an issue. So the best time to eat, and this is the original man telling you this, not 3 times a day. It's your brother that love you telling you this. It's 1 time every 24 hours. Not 1 time a day. It's one time every 24 hours. Okay? Between the times of 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Right,
All right?
right.
That window, you eat, you put fuel for your body is balanced. You ready to rock and roll, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Now, you have another brother, Dr. Ali, he explains, he give a window between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m., which you can eat, but it's not the best time to eat. But he's still saying eat this one time a day. It's another doctor. Still saying eat one time a day. But the best time to eat, according to your circadian rhythm, is between the hours of 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. And this is why. Because your body revolves like the earth around the sun. Okay? It takes 24 hours for our bodies to digest a meal. Y'all know that?
Yes.
This is a scientific fact. But people don't tell us that. They say, yeah, have y'all heard that you digest your food in 2 hours? Anybody heard that? I heard it. How long did one of y'all hear you digest? How long it takes? 7 hours?
They say fruit that takes only 2 hours to digest.
Okay. Now listen to this. Your body will start sending food to the small intestines. Depends on what you eat and around that time. See, what they're not telling you is start to digest. Okay? But it takes 24 hours to digest. Just as the earth takes 24 hours to make its revolution around the sun, it takes our bodies, our digestive system, 24 hours to digest. Remember, I said we are people of the sun. Okay? You go to Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7, it says that God made us from the earth. Okay? From this earth. So if God made us from this earth, right, we are the same material of this earth. Right? I'm saying it's simple. So therefore, we natural, just like the earth. When we start polluting the earth, everybody says stop polluting the earth, go green. You know what I'm saying? So that means you need to stop polluting your body and go green. It's the same thing. All right? Genesis tells you are people on the earth, but nobody teaching this. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't say nobody teaching, but we're not listening. You know? So what we have to know that 24 hours a day, we want to eat every 24 hours, excuse me. We should eat once every 24 hours. And I'm going to show you something. Your blood in your body, right? I'm going to tell you why. It takes that long to cleanse your blood. Okay? Your blood in your body works just like the light of the sun to the earth. Okay? From the sole of your feet, to the crown of your head, it takes 8 minutes, 20 seconds to make that revolution. Okay? The sun, which is 93 million miles from the earth, the speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. And it takes, I'm telling you that so y'all can have the math, you can test it for yourself, but it takes for the sunlight to reach the earth, how long? 8 minutes, 20 seconds. Just as the revolution of your blood. How many seconds is that all together so you can remember, make it easy, is 500 seconds. It takes 500 seconds for the light of the sun to reach the earth, which is we are the earth. But this earth, this entity, we on 500 seconds. Same thing from the sole of your feet to the crown of your head, it takes 500 seconds. We are this earth. But nobody teaching us this. Okay? Y'all know about macrocosm and microcosm? Okay. What's outside of us is inside of us. Everything we see, stars, planets, everything we see outside of us is inside of us. And another thing too, about eating once every 24 hours, it not only give your blood a chance to cleanse, guess what it do? it retards age. Your aging, it retards. Y'all look good like me if y'all eat one good day. Y'all know that. But it retards your age. It slows the aging process. Okay, when if I eat, just say if I ate at noon, okay, and I eat again at 4 o'clock, my body start to work that food. But when I put food on my body again, no matter if it was just some little few chips, I'm poisoning my blood. My body don't know what to do because that cortisol, that hormone that's secreted, is like, oh, man, I got to start over again. And too much cortisol poisons the blood. So actually, food keeps us here, and food takes us out of here because there's poison in food. So we got to give our body, our blood, a chance to release that poison and release it out of waste. That's what we defecate, whatever like that. Okay. Now, anybody got a question on this circadian rhythms before I go to the next one? Everybody understand the circadian rhythms? How they work? And why it's important, secretion of cortisol, the hormone cortisol? It's important for us to know this. Now, I know it ain't easy. Because believe me, I started back eating 1 meal a day. It ain't easy. It takes about, I did it for 3 years without fail. But it takes about approximately 10 days to get used to it. Now, a lot of modern day scientists say it takes 21 days to break a habit. But if you can make that sacrifice for your life, you know what I'm saying, it's worth it to eat once every 24 hours. A lot of us actually eat once a day anyway because we be so busy on the go. A lot of us eat like that, but we eat the wrong thing. We eat at the wrong time. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me correct what I'm saying. We eat the improper foods. I'm not going to say wrong, because wrong is your intention. I'm going to say we eat improper foods, and we eat at an improper time. Okay? So, and then we may snack in between that, which is it confuses the workings of our body. All right. So, it's a mindset that got to take place. To say, hey, I love myself enough, I love my children enough, I love my family enough to say I want to stay around here longer. And if what this brother is saying is true, y'all research this for yourself, what I'm saying. And what this brother is saying is true, I want to try it. So I'm convincing you all, and I'm asking you all just to try it. You know, try it. I got off the path. I was on it, and I got off the path for a reason. I was already in trouble. I got in more trouble. You follow what I'm saying? So it caused me, I was being fed a certain way. So it caused me to get off the path. Okay? All right, so, but I'm convinced you all, I'm back on the path and try it. It is a sacrifice. But actually, this could be proven. Your stomach is not going to call for food. It's not. That's your mind calling for food. Okay? Because your stomach only calls for food 1 time a day. Alright, that's it. So right now we have to retrain our stomachs because we trained it habitually to call for food at all different times of the hour. Okay, who know the history of breakfast in here?
Break fast.
Break fast. The history of break fast. The history of breakfast is a new history. You all know we never ate breakfast.